I'm Stephen Main. Welcome to the Main Report from Brunetti's Cafe in the old city square in Melbourne. Directly above me is the Western Hotel, which is where we've just held an EGM for MFS Limited, the teetering and tottering Gold Coast property and financial services company. Now I've got to say, what happened a couple of hours ago is one of the most extraordinary things I've ever seen. Chairman Andrew Peacock, the former Foreign Minister, just came out and blithely said during the meeting, "Oh, I was going to resign today, but I've decided to stay on for a few more weeks." The CEO, Craig White, was blaming everyone but MFS itself, when it's this company's board and management which have destroyed billions of dollars. It was when Craig White started to blame share market analysts for criticising the company that I lost the plot and gave him and his board the following serve. There's a very simple explanation for that, Craig. Within that 7 days, you suddenly needed $500 million of new money from shareholders, having already drained many of us of well over $1 billion. I mean, this is not rocket science. You guys completely changed your story on your capital requirements and suddenly came from nowhere saying, give us another $500 million. That's why the thing tanked. It's not Charlie Green's fault. It's the fact that this board did a massive backflip and just totally changed the strategy. And for you to be calling on regulators to look at market commentators is one of the most disingenuous things I've ever heard. I mean, the fact of the matter is this company is sinking under a huge amount of debt. You're embarking on a fire sale of all your assets. You've been suspended for 70 days. You haven't put out your half-year results. Most of the board's been margin called. The chairman's just said he's about to walk off. You were Michael King's understudy. This thing is a complete debacle. And we're having discussions about, you're going to try and recreate shareholder value, it's Charlie Green's fault, you can't work out why everyone reacted the way they did. I mean, this is ridiculous. You guys have not faced up to what's happened here. Is that you're in crisis, you're in workout. 3 Mentha are basically running the company, selling off all the assets. None of us have got a chance to sell. All of you directors, or a lot of you directors, including the founders, are going to be cleaned out by margin calls the day the stock comes back on. And you as the CEO are in court in 9 days' time being sued by Citibank for $350,000 on your own margin calls. So how are you running this company whilst you're facing your own personal bankruptcy? I mean, how do you deal with that, with your own margin lenders suing you right now whilst you're in the middle of a crisis? After all of that, the amazing thing was that Andrew Peacock actually popped up for a chat after the meeting. Talked about MFS being quite an interesting experience. Have a listen to this.
Can't say I'm glad I did it, but I've got a lot out of it. I mean, you are wrestling with things that otherwise you wouldn't have. If I ever wrote a book, it'd occupy a chapter. Yeah, it'd be a chapter, but we're going to get through it. I mean, we're not going, any administration, so we'll get through the thing. And
Peacock's departure will be good for MFS. The new chairman will be Paul Manker, who's been margin called out of existence, but he seems to get on with the Chris Scott crew, the old S8 people who are now on the board and are basically going to take control. If MFS has any future, it rests with Chris Scott, who's just sitting over there having a coffee right now. I'm Stephen Main. Just keep doing your best.